A lot of these videos are going to have really crappy quality. I have my laptop camera and my phone camera. Only two cameras I got, both of which are really crappy. I've had this laptop since 2016. I have an Android, so this phone is just really crappy quality to begin with. It's the 7th of January. I have 3 days before orientation with the school district I'm going to be working with for my student teaching. My classes don't actually start till January 21st, so I still have like a week and a half to 2 weeks before classes actually start. Really excited to be with a class of kids, my own kids for once. I'll be sharing with another teacher still, and getting to, just work with them, just experience teaching in a classroom more as a teacher rather than just an observer like I did during my fieldwork semester, which was last semester. Also be turning 22 in a few days, so that's cool as well, I guess. It's gonna be a year that I'm extremely excited about. I can't wait for the semester to be over. I still have a few tests to take. My practice exam, the Texas exam, and my PPR. Once those three are out of the way, I'm golden, basically. Finish off student teaching, wait for May 13th to hit, my graduation a few days after, and after my Texas certification exam is passed, I'll officially be a mathematics teacher for like 8 through 12, well, secondary education really, which I'm really excited about. I don't know if I'm gonna have a schedule for this channel yet. I'm thinking maybe weekends, because typically Monday through Friday I will be at a high school during majority of the semester. Saturdays and Sundays I'll have work, but it won't be till the afternoon, so I'll have some free time, time to work on other school stuff that I might have to, or take tests, schedule things like that. I won't be seeing my family much, except for like major birthdays, stuff like that. My baby cousin is a month away from being born. Definitely gonna try to come down to see him when he's born. My One of my baby cousins graduates high school this year. Definitely gonna try to make it to her graduation if things work out right, which hopefully they should. Usually the high school graduates after the university, so I should be able to get graduation over with, come over here, attend her graduation, tell her goodbye before she heads off to college, and then hopefully I've gotten another apartment by then. My lease is up in, I think, July or June, so I need to start looking for a new place. And I really want to stay where I am now in San Marcos. I want to stay around there, because I really love it up there. All my friends are up there. I don't want to come home and get stuck here like majority of people tend to do. There's nothing wrong with coming home, but I don't want to be stuck here forever. I want to work with bigger districts. I want to work with some of those schools where teachers don't want to go, because they hear it's a terrible place to work, stuff like that. They don't have the funding for it. I want to give those students a chance. So I want to work with them if I can. I don't plan on going back to like graduate school after I graduate anytime soon. Maybe a couple years teaching under my belt before deciding to go back. If anything, I may get a certification for also like elementary education. One of my math professors who's in charge of our mathematics club asked me if I would tag along to help at a math fun night for a local elementary school, and I loved every second of it. I've tutored some elementary kids before. Absolutely a joy. I loved every second of it. Um, I just I want to start off with high school because right now it's where I want to be. It's what I want to do. Um, it's what I've set my goal for. Um, I started off thinking I was just going to, I was going to be a forensic anthropologist. I kid you not, from like ages maybe 9 to 16 or 17. I wanted to work in forensics. I wanted to work in the crime department. I wanted to work in, things like that. Blame my love of crime shows. I was obsessed with that kind of stuff. You could probably ask me a question dealing with like actual forensics, not like TV forensics, and I could answer you because I loved reading about it as a kid. And then when I got into high school, towards the end of my years in high school, I think maybe like my junior year or then a sophomore year, I realized I wanted to teach. I loved helping, my classmates. I loved helping in band or my math classes, helping the newer students in band, like the freshmen, stuff like that, get through difficult places in music. I loved teaching music. It was fun. I loved helping my friends in our math classes, especially in like calculus and pre-cal. It was so great. And so I wanted to be a music teacher at first. That was my goal. I was so busy senior year with radio art in Houston for like stuff like that, and learning my solo for band by memory for like competition. Also learning the piece for like state for like kind of like region, state, area, stuff like that. I was learning that piece as well. And I kind of forgot about the deadline for application for like music school. And so I had a couple of days maybe to memorize all of the major and minor scaling when we typically do like I think we do major scales in high school where I'm at, and I had to memorize a whole nother set as well. I had to memorize them in like 3 to 4 days. It was a fun time, especially with everything else going on. I did not get accepted, and I did cry about it. I was extremely sad about it. Like for the first week after I got that email saying, "I'm sorry you didn't get into the music program here," because it's what I wanted to do. I was really excited about it at the time. But the more I looked into the music program at the school that I'm currently attending, it was way too much. They require that I play saxophone. They require you had a certain brand of saxophone that was extremely expensive. You had to have a certain amount of years in private lessons, which is also expensive. Tuition was already going to be a lot. I have a twin that was, going to start like EMS school and stuff like that, and I wasn't going to put my parents through that. So I was like, I still want to teach. I still want to teach. My heart set on teaching. I wanted to teach no matter what it was. It could have been English for all I care, because I do love English. It could have been, history, science. I had my heart set on math. I blame my high school teachers on that one. I went on my junior high teachers, definitely. They made math extremely fun. I mean, yeah, I'm good at it, and some people think, oh, you're good at it, that's why you want to teach it. Yeah, I'm good at it, but when you're good at something, that doesn't mean you have to teach it. You teach because you want to. You teach because you want to show, future generations that something is more than just numbers. Something is more than just a piece of text that they have to read, that they have to like learn so that they can pass. You want them to see why it's important, and that's why I want to teach. So I decided, yeah, I'll be a math teacher instead. I've loved every second of it. I've loved every class I had to take. Don't like the fact that you have to major in mathematics in order to teach it, because I could have been finished, like a year and a half ago, really, with the extra 6 to 7 classes that I have to take to get a bachelor's of science by majoring in mathematics. But I don't regret taking them. They were all really fun. And if any of my kids end up asking me questions on like differential calculus, differential equations, which is its own type of class, or theory, I have the knowledge and capability to discuss that with them, or introduce them to sources if they want to look into it, or I even have sources of my own, previous professors that would love to talk about it, previous CTs that I've had at the school I was recently at for field block, that enjoy talking about it. So it's not uncommon that students will ask about it, no matter what education they're in, from elementary to secondary, they could ask about it. So I'm glad I have that under my belt. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a great year. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe weekly, bi-weekly updates, depending on when I can get a video out. But I'm excited about this semester. I'll be doing like tips, guides, and stuff like that. Studying about how I organize things with this kind of thing, because I know a few people that would definitely benefit from having like a guide for when they get to this point in life. My baby cousin wants to be a teacher, so hopefully this will be useful to her. Heck, maybe you'll stumble upon it and you decide, oh, I want to be a teacher. I want that guideline to kind of help me when I get to these stages. So I'm gonna make videos based on what I did in field block, as well as what I do upcoming in student teaching, the steps that you want to take, or go over things like what is the PPR, why knowing about your English language learning students is important, what kind of resources you have as teachers, what kind of things you should look out for, things like that that'll benefit you in the future. I don't know if I'll be putting any more music on the channel. I want to, but maybe when I have a little bit better recording, because that's what I really want for stuff like that. Who knows, I may do some like art stuff, because I have like a digital sketchpad and things like that, but that does require time. So that may take a while to get put out there. But definitely like tips and guidelines type of stuff for like future student teachers, future teachers, or even, I may like do some college tips and guides and stuff like that for, upcoming college students, or, returning college students that are like, I don't remember how to organize myself. Like, I don't want to get left behind. I don't want to, lose focus, stuff like that. How to best organize your time management. Things like, always ask yourself, like, is this what I want to do? Like, how do I know this is for me? What's the best way to go about learning something? What's the best way to go about organizing, your time to like look between two things? So stuff like that. I keep saying this is a one take recording. I'm not doing this again. This is kind of just the thoughts off the top of my head. We'll see what happens, kind of thing. So yeah, that's all that I have for right now. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you next time, I guess. So yeah, y'all have a nice night.